Welcome back, Final Community. We're going to continue on. I can't remember what part this is now, but we just went through. Well, I guess this would be part 3, maybe part 4. I don't remember now. We just went through my Beatles vinyl collection, pre-breakup stuff, and foreign Beatles releases, and my singles. Cast Stevens up a little bit there. We're going to go with post-breakup albums now, very quickly, because there's not really too much here that is noteworthy all that much. The Red Album, and this is on Capitol black vinyl, regular Apple. Did I say Capitol? It's on the Apple label. This is a newer. This was a Capitol re-release. I'm not sure what year this was, but it's on the blue Capitol label. We have Beatles rarities. The American release, not the foreign one that I showed before. The one that I showed before, I forgot to mention that that was released in the Beatles box set, and then you could get it as an import. And this is from early 80s, I believe. Yeah, 1980. It's on Capitol. Whereas the foreign Beatles release in the box set and what I showed you, that Beatles rarities was stuff that wasn't all that available in the UK and Europe. It was mainly single. It was just singles, American singles. This one is not. This one has a few singles on it that we didn't get, but these are different versions, versions without overdubs, things like that. Moving on here, we have Real Music. This is just another compilation from the 80s. This is still in the shrink. This was mainly just to compile a best of the songs that were in their films. And it comes with a little booklet, and each part on the booklet shows you something about the films. It does have a cool inner sleeve. I'm going a little out of order on these, and I do apologize. Here we have Love Songs. This came out in the late 70s on Capitol. It's got a fake gold leaf cover. It's got like an imitation leather looking cover. It's on Capitol. Specialty label. Cool gatefold. From what I remember, Paul was in the background of that original photo, and they kind of put him more in the front because he was very big with Wings at the time. It's just a collection of Beatles love songs with a nice lyric book, calligraphy style writing on fake parchment paper. That was still in a sleeve from 10 years ago, so I'm going to slip that into a new one. There we go. Looks a lot better. There's another one here. We got Beatles at the Hollywood Bowl. It's a live album, not that great of a live album. It was very hard to salvage a lot of these recordings, apparently, so they did their best. At least on Capitol here in America. This, along with Love Songs and Rarities, Rock and Roll Music, these have yet to be released on CD in any way. This is the original Rock and Roll Music album. that came out some years before that Volume 1 and Volume 2 I showed you. This was one of the first Beatles albums that I actually got to hear. My brother had a copy of this when I was younger. I always used to sit and look at the cover and open it up and look at that gatefold. And this was at the time that Happy Days was big. Grease was just coming out, or would come out not too long after that. The whole 70s nostalgia thing was very big at the time. Lennon was trying to record his rock and roll music album. So, you know, they got the Beatles in what looks like neon lights, and you got all kinds of 50s stuff here, Marilyn Monroe and Coke and Cadillacs, and I mean, by the time, I mean, it doesn't make sense in terms that none of that was what was big when the Beatles were, you know, at the height of their fame, which this photo suggests, 1964. But this is one. There we go. Sorry, this is one that I didn't mention before. I forgot about this one. This is one of the first Beatles bootlegs. Let's Get Back to Toronto came out right before Let It Be, or I'm sorry, right before Abbey Road did. And take a look there. You can see the song listings. It's not in very good shape. I pay hardly anything for this. The quality isn't very good. There are better Get Back session bootlegs than that. Next here we have is Anthology 2. And that's just on Apple. And it is a 3-record set. Do we have anything else I want to look through here real quick? And everything down. We're going to go through these super fast. These are just Beatles related albums that I had picked up. I've stopped buying a lot of these unless something really catches my eye. But most of these were picked up when I was very young because I wanted anything and everything that had to do with the Beatles. If it said Beatles or was Beatles related, I picked it up. A lot of these would come from Goodwill and flea markets. This is Chet Atkins' picks on the Beatles. This is a very good album if you like those instrumental guitar albums, if you like Chet Atkins. The back has liner notes by George Harrison, which is pretty cool. This is the Beatles' greatest hits played by Santo and Johnny, guys that did Sleepwalk. It's actually got a picture of the Beatles on it. It's pretty nice. Chipmunks sing the Beatles. There's a lot of bootlegs of this out there. It's an interesting album. It's fun. Sgt. Pepper soundtrack. I got the poster for this hanging up. It's an okay soundtrack. The movie's not that great. This was put out by Pickwick. This is just to capitalize on the Red and Blue albums that came out. It's just mainly all those songs with a few Beatles solo stuff thrown in, played by other people. This is Beatle Talk. Some interviews from '64. It's a fun album to listen to every once in a while. These ones are far more fun. This is just an instrumental dance album from '64 that was probably released under a different title at one point in time. They threw a Beatle wig on it. Has nothing to do with the Beatles other than the cover. This is The Bugs, The Beatle Beat. This is actually a decent album. It's fun to listen to if you like that fake Mercy sound. This is The Manchester, the Beatle-rama. Was it the new sound from England? This is very fun to listen to. It's ridiculous. Couple Beatles covers, few traditional songs, and a few songs with fake titles where they just actually do Beatles songs. That was on the Diplomat label. It was a budget record label. To capitalize on the Chipmunks Beatles album, they released this. This is the exact same album as this, except for with the voices heightened. And this just says Grasshoppers sing hits with the mop top. So I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. the Manchesters released a volume 2 of their Beatle-rama album, which has a even better cover in terms of these funny covers. I picked this one up for the cover alone, but that's all I'm going to go through right now. As I continue to get more Beatles stuff, which I will continue to get more stuff, I will update you. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm glad I'm going to finally get these videos out.